United Kingdom wishes to take the floor on a point of order. This gets me worried. You have the floor.
Mr. Chair, thank you for the floor to honour a tradition, sadly for which I don't earn a commission. But this point of order won't delay us too long. In a minute or two, they will cut off my song. Our theme is our work to promote human rights, and in that pursuit, some fury and fights. Through this poem, we'll eulogize our 8-week run, accounting for feuding, frivolity, and fun. The hero of this verse is someone pretty cisgender, yet also Britain's foremost human rights defender. No, not me, although I am a contender. I speak, of course, of Mr. James Bond, that international activist of whom we're so fond. Our 76th session was not shaken, not stirred, and for the most part we swerved the absurd. Unlike our Martinis, no red lines were dry, but to spot new proposals required a sharp golden eye. Now every Bond film has a brutal fight sequence, but the right of reply is our weapon of grievance. And when things flared up in neighborly dispute, we looked for a quantum of solace with which to compute this feisty affair, for we mustn't be brute. Our chase scene concerned resolutions on gender. With villains at large, these texts needed a defender. We heard a little too much from that Dr. No, so we'll be back next year for another big go. Where are all these proposals from, asked our spy. From Russia with love, came the reply. So send for the man with the golden gun. It's clear that his work here is not yet done. But we end the committee's work on a high with a win for LGBTI. Noting with regret Bond's misogyny over the years, we settled on agreed language to avoid further tears. So thanks for upholding the Bond girls' rights. But Moneypenny says next year, do aim for higher heights. Never say never again, they say, but they've not experienced a very long day, trying to account for the CPC's failure to sort out their own negotiating behavior. The spectre of talking of budget and sum we all thought was frankly a little bit rum. But the sky didn't fall and we found a solution. We packed it back to the 5th for their own resolution. Mr. Chairman, our 00 knows that Mexico, when teamed up with Egypt, can deliver a blow to counter-terrorism nasties who better should know. And our Secret Intelligence Service say that Norway's human rights defenders catch the really worst offenders. But sadly for the widows, well, the committee still owes those. There is one thing that bugs our intrepid spy, something that really does rile our chilled guy. It's when we're erroneously referred to as Britain or Blighty, or Albion or UK, or something less mighty. The United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern Ireland is our full title, and we seek the chair's ruling on those who would stifle our actual designation and think this a trifle. So if you use this misnomer, if you're that kind of regime, just think how your lax language might upset our nice queen. And to our M, our chair, presiding with your gold finger, how we wish you could longer linger. You came from Djibouti, you did your duty. But while diamonds are forever, you are far too clever to do any more of this stuff whatsoever. So as we approach the end of this session, we are left with one thing, a very clear lesson. Mr. Bond, you see, is expected to die, but never quite does. And do you know why? Because while negotiations may feel like a casino royale, where texts and ideas can rapidly spoil, despite this, like Bond to a cause we are loyal, a universal declaration, it's for that we toil. So rather than live and let die, let's live and let live, or let's at least try. Thank you.